Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Sapphire. It is I, Xilestar, and today. Okay, so a lot of grinding has been happened, as you can clearly see here. So everybody has their things. Dalikos has had his 1496 I think, or whatever experience it was, so now we just have a clear 9,000 experience left over. I hope I did keep the original number. I know I did say it out loud at one point, so it's not like I haven't said it out loud before. Okay, so I don't have it. Either that or it's in a... Oh, it could be in my drive. Anyway, so we have 9,000 experience. What we're going to do is that after any crucial kind of thing that happens, so like let's say we beat the 4th gym, at the end we'll give like 1,000 experience. Since now it's not really going to do anything. I did say I was going to use the Dalikos that's currently in the PC to show off like how much that experience would actually make Dalikos' level. I didn't do that. I'm not going to do that. That sounds very silly for me to do anyway. So I did train up everybody. I trained up Elsbeth. I did train up Elsbeth. I did train up Brina. Brina is now close to a level up. And when Brina gets that level up, she will evolve. I didn't do anything with Jacques Mortar because, well, she was the last one, so it's like, is there really a point in me leveling her up off camera, or can I just do it on camera while we're going through the gym kind of thing? And Xilestar, same idea. I got it as close to where it was, and it was fine. And obviously I didn't do anything with Dalikos. Anyway, so after I was done with the training, I went into different areas, into different locations to sort of try and to be able to get the experience. So I did go through the Jagged Pass in order to try and see if those high-level Pokemon would be helpful. They ended up being more of a nuisance in terms of like being able to take down my Pokemon with like 1 or 2 hits than actually being very beneficial for experience. So I stopped. Then I started hanging around this area. Then I thought that's not going to be a good idea because, well, there's not many Pokemon I can take down. So I went back over to this route. And I was farming off of a lot of them. And one of the actual like things that I ended up doing was that I was like hanging around the Ash area, finding a lot of different things to farm. And by the time that it got to certain stages, I was farming off of this area and I was farming off of this route as well. Not to Meteor Falls though, but to this route in general. And I got a lot of decent experience from each and every Pokemon, and Karuga got, like, obviously, as you can clearly see, Karuga got a lot of experience. And Karuga only learned, I think, like, maybe 1 move, and that was Metal Claw. That's it. Oh, Metal Claw and Takedown, but I'm not gonna get rid of Headbutt for Takedown. For, what, 5 extra damage, but for having the... like, for having, like, 5 less accuracy, not worth. Especially since Headbutt also causes flinching. Which does make it so that, like, it's kind of more useful. So, yeah. So, let's go through the 4th gym. So, I'm going to try and not use Dalikos nearly as much. I'm going to try and use Brina and Xilestar. I think one of the trainers uses a, what do you call it? A Kecleon. So we'll try and see if we can do that. Are we going to be facing trainers? Yes. Ow, 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 ow. Yikes, it's hot. Sure is, buddy. Sure is. It's probably because... oh, it doesn't tell you the trainers and what Pokemon they have. Anyway, Wing Attack. Aww. That might take me out. No, it didn't. Good. kind of hoping it wouldn't take me out, though. Quick attack. Endeavor? No, we don't need Endeavor. At least the only thing I have to worry about now is mostly just, like, getting the training. Like, getting the experience. Like, I don't have to worry about, like, EV training at the same time. My quick reaction is to go to Dalikos, because I don't have anything else I can counter. Unless I can try Karuga, but Karuga is not very good in this gym. I guess I could try Yuckle Mortar and see how far that goes. There you go, Intimidate. Now your Rock Slide. It's not going to do a lot. Oh, you increase your defense. That's good. Not good for me, but it's good for you. Anyway, Bite. It's going to use... Hopefully it's going to use Smog again, so we can do a clean sweep to Karuga. Aww. So that shouldn't do a lot. Yeah, so Karuga is perfectly EV trained to what we had discussed at one time, which is 252 attack. Yeah, 252 attack, 192 health, 4 in speed, and whatever's left over was in defense. Now, if you were wondering, I think it's 62 defense. How did I do the defense EVs? Well, I can show you that too. So, while I was training for the health EVs, I was keeping very, very heavy track as to how much defense EVs I was getting. Because in the area, I could work on both at the same time, which was really good. So I'll show that off. I'm blinded by sweat in my eyes. Sure. Why not, buddy? Rita's evolving! Definitely could have used the power boost from it evolving, but it's fine. Training Taylor wasn't really that bad. But training a Swellow will make things much easier. Yeah, so in order for me to train my defense EVs, I ended up going to... Give it to zoom in. So after I was done with attack EVs, I was searching for defense EVs of what I can find in the early routes while I was working on health EVs over on this route because Wurmple doesn't spawn here, so it's fighting here. And I think I was going to here as well. Then I found out that in Petalburg Woods... Where's Petalburg Woods? Is there not a thing for it? Okay, well, in Petalburg Woods, Silcoon and Cascoon give you two defense EVs. So with the Macho Brace, that becomes 4 every time you take them out. So I had to perfectly calculate. When I reached 60, I did use PK Hex to kind of help me out a little bit. And by the time it was done, I had to take off the Macho Brace so that the next time I took it down, I took down a Silcoon and Cascoon kind of thing. It would give me two defense EVs. One of the funniest parts is that as soon as I took the Macho Brace off, I'm finding I'm finding Wurmples, Shroomish, like more often than when I was actually farming for the health EVs. Because Wurmple, as we already know, gives us health EVs. Shroomish also gives health EVs for some weird reason. And Slackoth also gives health EVs. So it was perfect to go to the woods because you have 3 different encounters that have the chance of giving you that health EV. So it was really good. But as soon as I was trying to finish off defense so I didn't have to worry about it anymore, all these health EV Pokemon are coming in and going like, yeah, we're gonna come in and we're only gonna give you that 1 EV point. No, like I ran away from those and I'm like, of course, now you all spawn. And even when I was trying to work on, what was it? What was I trying to work on? I'm just going to switch to Xavier Salvo. I'm going to switch train, though. I'll use Dalikos, it's fine. I don't want to use Dalikos, but it depends on what I want. Can your Pokemon stand 392-degree heat? Maybe. But, yeah, like, there's the Kecleon. That's what I wanted. I might not even need to switch. Since Heat Seed. I might not even need to switch. Yeah, it might be a little rough. Oh, that was exactly half. Okay. Well, I'll switch to Dalikos then. That's okay. Dalikos will handle it. But yeah, like I had a fun time just training with that. That took like, I want to say about 3 hours to do. 3.5 hours. And I was like just constantly working on that though. And then I got tired of I literally got tired. I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go take a nap. And then as soon as I woke up from my nap, I'm like, oh, I gotta go work on the other Pokemon at the same time though. I gotta get them like close to the level. Meanwhile, Karuga ends off at level 15, 16, something like that. And if you're wondering why Karuga wasn't like very high level, Karuga started off, I think, at level 10, I think, and going from 10 to 16 might not look like a lot though, but Karuga has a slow XP curve, which means that it takes more experience for it to level up. Yeah, we got a Breloom now. That'll be very helpful. Not for a while, but that'll be very helpful. I'll just use Dalikos for the rest of the gym. Are you a trainer too? Or are you a trainer? You're not a trainer. No, you don't need to, trainer. Trainers give you experience and give you money. And money is pretty much what we need to finance our journey. Trying to relieve my stress. Don't come along and stress me out. Okay. What again? I like vaguely, well, it was Ruby, it's not Sapphire though, but I vaguely remember going into this gym with like a level 36 Swampert and just dominating because like Swampert was way too strong. It was a lot of fun though. Oh, finally flames you good. That's not very nice. Is that another trainer? No. It's not very nice though. I hope our gym leader beats you up. Man, that's not very nice. No, he didn't say that, but like that's pretty much what he meant. You're the trainer. Okay, I'll battle with you. You make it sound like I didn't have a choice. Or it sounded like there was a choice. Like you had a choice, like, maybe I should battle you. It's like... You had a choice? Strength. Oh, but you're too strong. Sure am. Right. You must be getting tired by now. You'd like to rest in the hot sand, wouldn't you? But you should know that maintaining your willpower is an important ability for all trainers. You do realize that I am just getting experience from my Pokemon. Or you're just experience from my Pokemon and to give me money. So that we can finance our Pokemon journey with water guns. Anyway. Now that you're down. Ooh, you also want to learn Takedown, but Strength is way better. 23, nice. Nummel. Water gun. There's like no reason to switch. Like at all, there's no reason to switch. Play with fire and get burned. Yeah, buddy, don't play with fire, or else you'll get burned. Okay. We'll go here. We'll have a nice relaxing time at the hot springs. Oh, there's a bunch of, I think, old people in there. Yeah. Draw as much hot water as we need. And yet the hot springs never run dry. Isn't it magical? These hot springs appear near active volcanoes. Veins of water under the ground are heated by magma to well up as hot springs. Is one of these, like... Isn't one of these a healing tile? No? Oh, am I only thinking of Fire Red and Leaf Green? Where the hot springs you can find there actually do the healing? That's sad. I think... Maybe it's Emerald. Maybe it's Emerald that it actually allows you to heal them or something like that. Okay. And now we go through the gym. Do I know the route to get to the gym leader? Maybe. Like without fighting any trainers? Probably. I don't remember. It's this one. I don't usually pay attention to where I go, so. Oh wow, I made it. Yeah, see? So you don't need to fight the trainers at all. I chose to fight the trainers because, well, I need the experience. Experience is always very helpful, especially since, like... Look at the next level. Those trainers, even if they gave 200, 300 experience, that still helps. Even if it's not a lot, it still helps at the end of the day. And plus, Brina and Xavier Sal got evolved, so it's good. Welcome. No, wait. Puny trainer, how good to see you've made it here. I have been entrusted with the... No, wait. I am Flannery, and I'm the gym leader here. Dare not underestimate me, though I have been leader only a short time. For only a short time, probably is better to say. With skills inherited from my grandfather, I shall demonstrate the hot moves we have honed on this land. She's like the most greenest gym leader ever. I love it. Alright, Flannery. Delicos is about to use water gun on you. It's always great that I love listening to Gen 3's like gym leader music. It's got that classic like style to it that I like a lot. Probably because I played Ruby so many times. And even like Leaf Green, or is it Leaf Green or Fire Red? One of the two. I played it like so many times though that I just grew so much into their battle music. Yeah, because I think think it was while they were working on GameCube games more than like trying to work on more Game Boy games. And I actually liked their music. It was really good. Alright, come on. And the funny thing about the GameCube games is that I only ever finished the game once on each of them. And I actually have a funny story about XD Gale of Darkness. Not really so much for Colosseum, because I think Colosseum I just gave up on one Pokemon. And I think that was as far as that went. No! Delico's couldn't survive. I thought Delicos would live with like 1 HP or something like that, but no. Brina. Brina can take down the Torkoal. With a facade! There you go. Oh, I guess I was trying too hard. I've only recently become a gym leader. You already said that. I tried too hard to become someone I'm not. I have to do things my natural way. If I don't, my Pokemon will be confused. Thanks for teaching me that. For that, you deserve this. 2,800 money. Nice. Receive the Heat Badge. If you have a Heat Badge, all Pokemon up to level 50, even those you get in trades from other people, will obey you completely. And it lets Pokemon use the HM move Strength outside of battle. This is a token of my appreciation. Don't be shy about taking it. It's Overheat. Contains Overheat. That move inflicts serious damage to the opponent, but it also sharply cuts the special attack of the Pokemon using it. It might not be suitable for long battles. Cool. And now let's get our technical Lava Ridge encounter. Strathis, long time no see. Oh, while I was visiting the hot springs, you got the Lava Ridge Gym Badge. You must have caught good Pokemon. No, I guess you raised some. I guess it would be okay for you to have this. We have the Go Goggles. Those Go Goggles, you'll have no trouble getting through the desert near Route 111. But wow, Drathis, challenging gyms. You're trying hard because you don't want to lose to me, I bet. I never lost to you. Drathis, I think I should challenge your dad in Petalburg Gym. Drathis, see you again. Okay. Are you the one that gives you the egg? Ah, okay. Okay, so let's get the encounter for here. I will hatch the egg here while I go talk about history of my childhood. People probably don't want to hear about it, but you know what, though? It's fine. You can just mute the video. Nothing will be happening anyway. I have here an egg. I had hoped to hatch it by covering it in hot sand by the hot springs, but that doesn't seem to be enough. Best if it were kept together with Pokemon and carried about. You are a trainer, yes, and your Pokemon radiate vitality. So what say you? Will you take this egg to hatch? Yes. Plenty with this here egg. Every so often an egg will be found at the Pokemon daycare. Or at least that's how the rumor goes. So this egg will have this encounter name, and it'll be like what we're gonna use. Because for Ruby, I just wanted to hatch the egg. I didn't care about the encounter. But if I want to use something from Route 117, it does make sense though that I would want to use I'm going to use Lava Ridge as the encounter, because you can't really get any other Pokemon here. So we'll just speed it up. But yeah, so let me reminisce in the XD Gale of Darkness. So I somehow stumbled upon how to finish off Pokemon Colosseum. Then I lost track as to what I needed to do for XD Gale of Darkness. But for my first time playing, I got through Mount Battle pretty much almost all the time, training my Pokemon a lot. Like, I had a level 55 Nuzleaf, and I think I had a level 44 Houndoom or something like that. Because I remember I was doing a bunch of restoring kind of thing. I didn't get very far in the story. I got stuck after you go through, I think it was like the first enemy base, I think. That was very early on in the game. If I do eventually do XD Gale of Darkness, I'll literally show you where I got stuck on. Because I didn't know where to go. I was a kid, I wasn't paying attention, I was just clicking A, just wanted to play the game. And I got stuck on Mount Battle. And so I just kept on going through the battle system, and I just loved Nuzleaf's animations. I did. I think I kept on using Nuzleaf for a really long time, and then I think I was trying to figure out how to, like, because Nuzleaf was level 55, and I'm like, Nuzleaf should have evolved by now. So I think I looked it up, and I needed a Leaf Stone, and I thought that I missed something in the story to have given me the Leaf Stone. So I ended up, like, restarting the game, realizing that, like, I could have just looked up a walkthrough, and that could have told me exactly what I needed to do. I realized that the second time I played. So the first time I played, I think I evolved the starter into, well, you start off with an Eevee. So I evolved the first one with Umbreon because that was pretty much the only evolution I used in Colosseum. I think I boxed Espeon pretty early on because Espeon wasn't doing a lot of damage, and I was not good at Pokemon, so I did not realize that Espeon it was the power of the move that was the issue, not Espeon. I thought Espeon was the issue. So the second time I played, I chose a different Pokemon because I think I was like using the walkthrough as a guide, and it's like, oh yeah, Vaporeon's a really good Pokemon. It's got a really nice move pool for Gen 3. And I was like, oh, okay, so I'll use that one instead of Umbreon. Sorry, just taking a look at the egg. That's why I'm going 2 times speed. It doesn't take as long. So as soon as I restarted, I ended up figuring out by actually reading what the characters were saying. And I'm like, you're joking. Like, I could have just gotten back to that town or something like that, and I would have continued the story. And I'm like, and then I immediately evolved Nuzleaf into Shiftry, and I'm like, because it gave you Leaf Stone, and I'm like, I could have had a level 55 Shiftry by now if I would have just done this. So I literally spent about, I want to say 30 to 40 hours maybe of my childhood, or at least it felt that way, just getting a Nuzleaf all the way up to level 55, and they were pretty strong trainers. Let me just slow down the game. Let me go and see if the site actually has a an XD Gale of Darkness thing for Mount Battle, because I'm sure there is one. XD Gale of Darkness. Can I see that? I definitely don't think it was that far. They were like in the enemy trainers were like in their 40s. Here it is. So I was in, it looks like Area 4 was the one that I was in. Or Battle 5, yeah. So that's actually kind of funny, though. That I ended up, like, having a really rough time with that. And, like, Nuzleaf was really, really strong against, like, a lot of the Pokemon that were there. And Nuzleaf didn't have, like, a good move pool. I think I just got extremely lucky with either my IVs, and I don't even want to think about what the EVs would have been. Like, I think I just got lucky with the IVs, and just Nuzleaf was just really, really strong against the Pokemon that were there. And then once I restarted, of course, like, my entire team changed. As you do. Even now, I think, like, I don't think I did much of anything. And then in Coliseum, I did a very foolish thing that every gamer should do, pretty much. If you have a way to save the game, you save it. I was a kid. I was a very foolish child, thinking, though, that, like, I could just leave the console running and it doesn't actually damage anything. Little did I know that that's actually a bad thing to do. So what I would do as a child, for some odd reason, is when I was playing Coliseum, when I was actually continuing the story, I got to a point where you get to catch one of a legendary Pokemon. It was, I think, the second one you encountered, because the first one gave me a rough time because I was not expecting it. And I think everything at that time was, like, way lower level than that legendary. So it was like, it's like saying that, like, everything was like level 30s, and then you encounter a level 40 legendary. It's like you're not expecting it, and all your Pokemon are very weak because in the GameCube games, they're all double battles. There is no, oh, you can go into a single battle unless it's a very heavily scripted thing to be in a single battle, but the whole game's done in doubles. On a very rare chance will you have a doubles. So that's what was really, really difficult about the whole game, was the fact that, like, everything was doubles, and I was a child who didn't understand doubles mechanics. Like, I didn't know that, like, you can just tag team on two different like, both your Pokemon on one Pokemon, and it would be like, okay. I'll name this H. But yeah, like, I ended up having a rough time with the first one. The second one I had a rough time, but I actually, like, I was actually looking at a guide, I think, a little bit in between, and then I realized that that battle was going to happen, so I was a little bit prepared for the battle. I say a little bit because I wasn't 100% like, because I wasn't 100% like, hey, I got all the Pokeballs I could get a hold of, right? And I was, like, ready to go. My Pokemon were not of the level that they should have been at that area, I think, or something like that. Or only one of them was, because Umbreon's, like, the highest level Pokemon I have. It still is at the end of the game. I don't even know how it skyrocketed to be that high. Then when I started looking up, like, different EV stats, I realized that Umbreon's very bulky. Not at the time, though. At the time, I didn't even realize Umbreon was a very bulky Pokemon. But I always thought that Umbreon was such a cool-looking Pokemon that I always loved to have it on my team. And I always felt sad every time it fainted because of my hubris. Every time I think, like, oh yeah, this bite, I think, if I remember correctly, I think Umbreon can learn it. I think he can learn it in Gen 3. I think you can. Either you can or can't. Oh no, it had Feint Attack. That's right, that's what the move was. Because that was, like, the only move it had. Then I thought I gave it a different move. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think Feint Attack was the move that I had. And I was like, Feint Attack, and it would take down, like, everything and mostly everything else. Then I think for Coliseum, I got to the point in Mount Battle where you're facing, I think it's like level 70 trainers, I think, or something like that. Like, I got pretty far in the Mount Battle area, and I think I got to as far as... Can I find a Trapinch, please? That's not a Trapinch. There you go, we found cloth. I don't even think I can hit this thing with anything. Yeah, let's just use a Pokeball. But yeah, like I ended up using like a lot of crazy things, and I think for that Mount Battle one, I think if I remember correctly, is it 7 or 8? Wait, were they different? Oh, maybe they were different. Hold on. I can see which one it was based off of the Pokemon that they had. Okay, so it's not 7, it might be 8 then. It was pretty late into the thing. Either that or this is not the same encounters that I'm finding here. Oh, wait. Wait. Is it that one? Oh, sorry. Trying to look at Pokemon. Oh, is it this one? Oh, do they change the trainer based off of the area that you're in? It's what it looks like. These guys don't even have the Pokemon I'm looking for. I thought 8 might have it too. Because it can't be very early on, though. It's got to be near the late game, because I thought that they were pretty strong. Anyway, the Pokemon were really tough, because I did not know their typings. Maybe it was my Battle 9. Who knows? And this was like the only one. Okay, it was 9 then. It was like right at the end. Because that level ended up like being very difficult. So what ended up... And this is funny though, because a lot of people would probably be like... They would probably like laugh at me if they knew about it. And you might laugh at me too if you want. But I was a kid. I didn't know type matchups all that well. Oh hey, those Go Goggles suit you, but I think they look better on me. Let's decide who they look better on with battle. Sure. So, the final trainer led with Credilli and Armaldo. Okay? I had and they're both level... We'll say the average is 58, so we'll say both of them are level 58. Because that's pretty much what his average and his thing is. I have a level 77 Umbreon and a level 50 something odd Raikou. And I think I had like... What was it? I had Meganium. I had... Meganium, I had like a decent party. but I can't quite remember what they are without actually booting up my GameCube kind of thing to be able to see what they were. Because I can't quite remember what it was, but it was a really good stacked team, and Umbreon was like my ace throughout the entire game, so that's the reason why Umbreon was always in the team. And that's why Umbreon was level 77. Oh, I brought back Espeon. I remember that part. I brought back Espeon because I think later on I realized that that was a mistake to not have Espeon on the team. I want to say I also had Gardevoir as well, but I'm wondering if I'm misremembering. You see what's happening at my side? It's because of the Go goggles. Yeah, blame the goggles, man. Yeah, brain fainted. There's no way I was gonna salvage that. But yeah, like I ended up having like a really rough time with this fight. I don't think I've ever beaten it. Even when I picked up my GameCube a few years later, I think at this point it might have been a decade ago. So we'll say about 10, 12 years ago, I picked it back up just to see, like, just to do a little bit more of XD Gale of Darkness stuff, and I think I even tried Mount Battle again. I had a little bit more battle experience, but this is... Oh, look, a hiker. But I had a little... like, I had a little bit more battle experience, and I knew type matchups fairly well. This was around the time where I didn't know that, like, if one type was super effective and the other one was neutral, it would just stay neutral. Or what I would believe it would just be neutral, but anyway. I wasn't an expert at figuring out, like, if you combine, what was it, Rock and Bug? Is that what Armaldo was? Yeah, Rock and Bug, like, what its weaknesses were kind of thing. And, like, I could vaguely kind of tell you, like, oh yeah, like, Dark is, like, neutral. Is it neutral? I don't remember anymore. But it's such an odd type, though. Yeah, it's neutral. Romaldo was so tough, though, and I think that maybe my, like, maybe the Armaldo was just, like, very good kitted or something like that in terms of, like, defenses, and my Umbreon has really bad IVs or something like that. I don't know. I'm not blaming it, I'm just blaming it on the fact that, like, I was just not a very good, like, Pokemon trainer at that point. And to be fair, these games, I'm having a picnic in the desert. I can always find a trainer so I can enjoy a battle here too. Okay then. Gonna have sand in your food. Anyway. But one of the bad things about these games was the fact that, like, you can't EV train your Pokemon, like, quite as effectively as this game, because there is no wild encounters. They sort of fixed this in XD Gale of Darkness, but not to the same degree. Though there's, like, the wild encounters are more like, how do I want to play it? Like, if you use the honey tree in BDSP or in the regular Gen 4 games, or use, like, something that's like you set like a trap kind of thing, not a trap, but you set like a bait kind of thing, and then you wait. You sit there and you wait a few minutes until you get a notification. If I use this game as the basis, like, you'll get a notification on your Pokegear that says, hey, a Pokemon has been eating the bait you set into one of these 3 locations. I think it has, like, 3 different locations, and it's like it's set to one of these 3 locations. You better go there and pick up the Pokemon, otherwise it's going to eat all the bait you put there. And depending on how much bait you put there, I think the Pokemon will stay there for a longer period of time. That was it. But again, that's all based upon the changes made in XD Gale of Darkness. That's not based off the changes, or based off of like Colosseum though. Colosseum doesn't have that. Colosseum has a set number of shadow Pokemon, which are the only Pokemon you can capture. But the thing is that for Colosseum, if you can't catch one, you miss it. There's no way you can get another one. If I remember that correctly. I think it was Colosseum that you couldn't get it back. And one of the core features of Colosseum, and even XD Gale Darkness, although XD Gale Darkness is a little bit more lenient on this. Oh, I'm mean? I'm not mean. One of the core features is that, like, you can trade with your claw fossil. If this fossil is taken, the other will sink into the sand. Take the claw fossil anyway. Would a rock and bug type be helpful? No. Take the root fossil. Yeah. The other fossil disappeared. Like it was nothing. Anyway. But that's kind of like what ended up like... And I had a really fun time with those games though. I remember spending a lot of time doing it, playing those games. They were really fun. Wearing these Go goggles makes me feel like a superhero. Right now, nobody can beat me. You say that, but but I had a really fun time playing those games. It was pretty much where I spent most of my childhood just playing. It was just those games in general. But I gotta say, like, at the end of the day, kind of thing, like those games were my childhood. I know, like, I had other GameCube games, but none of them interested me and just as much as Pokemon did. So those were the only two that I had. And for Colosseum, well, Colosseum was the first, and then I got stuck, I think, rather quickly. And then I just got sick and tired of just trying to advance through the game kind of thing. It just wasn't that interesting. Maybe that's why my Umbreon was so high levels, because I just kept on doing switch training and all that stuff. I don't know. But I got stuck, and then I don't think I ever restarted. Or if I did, it was like before anything, like before I got a level 55 Nuzleaf kind of thing. But yeah, like I ended up doing a lot of silly things on there, and one of the things that I would definitely like to do for the channel, as I've stated before though, I would love to play those two games. I would love to have the authentic GameCube feel. I have my GameCube. The only thing I gotta figure out is how I can record it, so that way though we can like enjoy it and just have that authentic feeling for it. The only thing that I have to the only negative that I have about it is the fact that, like, I do not want to override my save file for that. The GameCube saves that I have are the only saves that I currently have that I can't back up because I have no way of doing it. Like, I was able to back up my Nintendo Switch games. I was able to... There was one I think I backed up not too long ago. Maybe it was my Nintendo Switch. Let me see here. Maybe it was my Nintendo Switch games, I'm not quite sure. But there was one that I was like able to finally back up, and I'm like, you know what? Now it's just a GameCube. Maybe it was Nintendo Switch. Oh, I think I skipped that guy's message. It's fine. Probably something like, I don't feel like a superhero anymore, or something like that. Or maybe I am the superhero, or something like that. Oh dear, dear, aren't your Pokemon exhausted? If you like, rest up here. That's a fine idea. You should do that. Sure. That's right, take your time to rest. Oh dear, dear, are your Pokemon still tired? You should take another rest here. That's a fine idea. You should do that. No, is that so? You don't need to be shy about it. This old lady wants me to continuously rest in her house. No. I have an adventure to go through, lady. Just needed healing so I can continue onward through the desert. There's like, I think, one more trainer that I think that's down here. Oh, 2 trainers. I heard there are fossils to be found in the desert. Where could they be? I found them! One fell in the sand, though. I have the other one. Sorry, Becky. This sort of ruined your chances of getting. I sort of ruined your chances of getting that fossil. Sorry about the delay on that. Came up short. Sure did. Anyway. Oh no! For 30 years, I've searched for ancient ruins. I am to be challenged. Alright, Dusty. Sand Slash. Alright, Brina. Facade. It did a lot of damage, actually. Saw it again. Wrap it up. Alright, Brina's now level 27. That's good. While I've searched for ruins, I've not searched for strong Pokemon. It's very obvious. Anyway. I think that's all the trainers for here. If not, that's okay. Let's just actually leave this area. At least I have 2 Pokemon now that can handle Norman's Gym. I'm trying to remember the last time. I think we only had 1. I think we had Zergo. I think Zergo was the one that just swept Norman's Gym. I'm still trying to remember. Yeah, I think it was Zergo that swept Norman's Gym. It was. I think it was like our only member that could even like handle Norman's Gym. Thantis! I can actually use Thantis, but nah. Although Shedinja would be a really good Pokemon to have in that gym. I don't think Norman's Pokemon even has like a counter for it. Also, yes, there was only 5 trainers in that route. Alright, so let's see here. so I haven't actually, like, added the event yet. To get the Eon, I think it's the Eon ticket. Because I really haven't really thought about adding it yet. Although I should, though. Gonna go wrap around here. Let's just go straight to the gym. Okay, is everybody fully healed, though? Okay, everybody's fully healed. Okay. Let's switch to Xavier's Cell, because Xavier's Cell will actually desperately need it. Okay. Accuracy room? Sure. Giggle. This is the accuracy room. It's pretty nasty when every attack lands without fail. You do that. Good job, Delicatty. Do you know that I have Leech Seed? I didn't mean to use Leech Seed, I meant to use Mach Punch. Well, let's see how much Mach Punch does, though. Ooh. And that. Oh, maybe I did do a good job. Okay. Maybe actually using Leech Seed was actually a really good idea, because this... You were a cut above me. Sure. If you want to call it that. Anyway. Recovery room. Sure. Just when you think you're going to win, your opponent restores health. Can you just imagine how awful that must feel? I'll show you exactly how awful it feels. What, are you going to start off with like a really weak Pokemon and it's going to be like, ha, you think you're going to win, but you wait. Stun Spore. Okay. Ooh, you know what I thought it was going to use? I thought it was going to be a Linoon that uses Belly Drum. Then it's going to be like, ha, you think I'm going to weaken myself, but actually I'm going to use, like, you know, Belly Drum, and then I'm going to heal right after, and I'm going to be like, yeah, but priority? And then just take it down, like, after he uses Belly Drum. Ooh, wait, we win. 100% we win these. We win these games. I couldn't restore health enough. What attack power? You didn't even try to heal. Well, technically you couldn't heal because like... Okay, what's this? Defense room? Uh-oh. The higher the defense, the more reckless I can be in attack. That's not how that works. You think you can just make your Pokemon into a tank and think you can just like tank every hit? That's not how that works. And you have a Linoon. Okay. Leech Seed. That's not how Pokemon works. Unless you're using a Stakataka or whatever the... Which was the one that has high like defense and special defense? Isn't it? Isn't Stakataka has like really good in both? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not that one. Although I am curious. I don't think I can spell. Is it a K first? Ah, it's a K first. Don't you have like high defense and high special defense? Oh no, you don't. Well, you have really high defense, but you don't really have that much high special defense though. I'm probably thinking of Shuckle. Shuckle has like really good in both. That's probably what it is. I remember correctly, Shuckle's like 200 and something. They can attack and defense. Goes there. Yeah, 230 defense and special defense. Yeah, it's not like you're a Shuckle where you can just like survive every hit. Our defenses weren't enough. No, they weren't. Probably because you weren't using a Shuckle. Strength room. Isn't there another trainer? Did I already do that one? No, I didn't. Nope. Speed. Uh-oh. The ability to attack before the opponent. Just that alone puts me at a great advantage, don't you agree? Sure. Anyway, what's your... Pokemon gotta be Delcatty. Sense4. We're gonna make that speed become not very good. Oh no, you're not faster than me anymore. Anyway, Leech Seed. So how did you like that, that speed drop that's not actually a speed drop? Okay. Whoa. Calm down. Delcatty is mad. Giga Drain. I'll see how much experience, how much HP I get from this. It's not a lot. Okay, if it gets less than 4, we're good. 2's not that bad. Okay, we can sweep this. Mach Punch. Get out of here. Get out of here. Nobody likes you, Delcatty. I'm gonna like offend the one person that likes Delcatty. We got D-Rage! Let's go! That was a magnificent battle. Thank you. Anyway. Do I have a super potion? Yeah, I don't think I want to leave just yet. What? That was weird. Okay. 0 reduction room? Sure. I don't know what this one's about. Don't waste your time trying to lower my Pokemon's abilities. You have Clear Body, don't you? You're gonna have a Pokemon with Clear Body. What's a normal Pokemon with Clear Body in Gen 3? I don't think there is one. You have a Linoon. Linoon doesn't have Clear Body. Guard Spec. Yay, I missed. Okay, well that's the worst. But don't worry, he can lower down mine. This is like extra salt into the wound, though. He decreases my accuracy, but yet I can still hit a Leech Seed. Which, by the way, isn't 100% accurate. So it's like it's even more salt into the wound. And I miss. Yeah, but Linoon, here's the thing, though. If I Mach Punch, I win. And I win. My Pokemon abilities weren't harmed, but I still lost. Well, actually, you were paralyzed, and your health was being sapped. So technically, I'll go through the strength one. What would the strength one even be, though? Our gym leader told us to go all out and beat you. Isn't Dad? Even if you happen to be the leader's kid. Dad told you to beat me up? Oh, that's not very... It's not very nice. Zangoose. Oh, no. Not Zangoose. Anyway, Sense4. That's fine. That's fine. So now you are very slow. Or you were slower than me. Possibly. And not to mention that you're probably less likely to hit me anyway. Now Leech Seed. And I get HP back. So what are you going to do now, buddy? Do I have a ghost type? I don't have a ghost type. I'm guessing you only have normal moves. Mach Punch? You're not bulky, are you? Ooh, you're pretty decent. You're just as good as Linoon. I think it's Linoon or Delcatty that survives like that. Except for you don't have cute charms, so you're not as annoying. Anyway, level up. Let's go. Save your cells on level 27. Let's go. But I went all out. So did I. Yeah, what's the other one though? One hit KO room. Hi. I'm not going to take it easy just because you're a leader's kid. I'll show you how horrid it is for a Pokemon to take a critical hit. You're gonna use like some kind of one hit KO move. You're gonna use like... Oh, don't tell me there's a Zangoose. What one hit KO move can Zangoose learn? Stands for Burk. To hustle? Now you're paralyzed. What one hit KO move can you learn? I don't think you can learn one. Okay, so it just really wants to be buff. What a weird set of circumstances this is. Okay, what's a one hit KO move you can do? I don't think there is a one hit KO move you have. Slash. Oh, is that what you mean by one hit KO move? That you're just gonna do that? Well, I'm just gonna get the Ico Mortar, just get all the bonuses. Plus, Intimidate. I think this takes it out, right? There you go. 1,000 experience. Let's go. Your power. You're the real deal. I am. Although before we face Dad, we gotta go heal up our Pokemon. I remember there being a Pokemon fan game that sort of like... It punishes you for doing this kind of thing. Like before you go to the gym leader, you heal up your Pokemon. I can't remember what it was. I think it's like one of those like hard mode ones or whatever. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but like it punishes you for leaving the gym just to heal your Pokemon before the gym leader. Then it's like, I'm sorry that my Pokemon tried their best to go through every trainer. But like if you really want me to be at a disadvantage against the gym leader, that's not fair. Because was it Uranium? Or was it a different fan game? Maybe it was Infinite Fusion. I can't remember. But one of them heals your Pokemon before the gym leader or something like that. Like, it tries to make it fair. Like, that's the thing. Like, it makes it fair. And that makes a lot of sense. And that makes things much more, like, more tolerable. Alright, so Karuga is going to be here. Dalikos, yeah, everything should be fine. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So you did give 4 gym badges. Fine. As I promised, we will have a Pokemon battle. Drathis, I'm so happy that I can have a real battle with my own child. But a battle is a battle. I will do everything in my power. As a gym leader to win. Drathis, you better give it your best shot too. I have 2 Pokemon that can actually take you down pretty well. Slacking, it's fine. Okay. Stun Spore. This will be helpful. Ooh, do I want to stay in? That's the thing. Okay, so if I stay in and Leech Seed procs, then we should be good. But the thing is that it's not going to be helpful. I'm going to switch to Diaco Mortar. I'm going to make sure that it goes -1 into attack. Even though I know it can't attack, though, but still, that's fine. That means that even if it tries to land a hit on me, it's not going to do a lot of damage. Okay. I'm going to switch into Xilestar. We're going to hope for the Paralysis proc to go off, which will make sure it doesn't move. Now, here's my question. Since it would normally have moved, but Paralysis prevented it, does it still loaf around? I don't remember how this Truant ability works. Oh, it still goes through. Oh, I just ruined him so badly by this. Okay. Do I have a Pokemon on my team I could just set up with? I could Karuga Metal Claw. I could also Derage. I could Elspeth Calm Mind. That's about it. Karuga. Karuga Metal Claw is probably going to be my best case scenario. No! That's not good. Hasn't done anything yet, though. Metal Claw. Attack buff. Aww. That's okay. Come on. Feint attack. That shouldn't do a lot, right? That's -1 attack, by the way. That's how good -1 attack is. Although Slacking has a lot of HP, though, so I'm glad practically, like, one thing just fully heals me. And then this is where he's going to potion up. Yep. But not full restore, which is good, because we still want it to be paralyzed. Come on, Karuga. Like, I understand you've been training for 3.5 hours before. But, like, come on, man. There you go. Attack up, please. The reason why I wanted to level up its attack, or to get the attack boost, is because Rock Smash only has 20 base power, and I'm not getting stat boost with it. So I want to try and get it as powerful as possible, so that when the next Pokemon arrives onto the battlefield kind of thing, I can actually, like, do something about it. Although I should really switch, though. Back to Xilestar, because there's no way we're going to be able to do anything. And does this take it out? But I can quickly just proc Mach Punch and win. Let's go. Thank you. Alright, what's the next Pokemon? Vigoroth. Ooh, this one's always giving me a rough time. And it's higher level too. That's higher than Xilestar. Xilestar should have a decent time with it. Leech Seed. Get some recovery. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Karuga. I don't think the Vigoroth knows Yawn, so that's good. The one thing is that I definitely know this thing does not have any way of countering me. And the cool thing about Feint Attack is that it doesn't miss. So that's good. But this almost fully heals me, so that's good. Oh, Claw. Ooh. Back up. Aww. Not enough to level up my attack. Come on, man. Of course we did. Of course we get the victory. Not what I wanted, but like... Didn't even get my attack raised. Alright, Rock Smash then. Get the defense drop at least? Moving around. It just got sent out. Although now I'm terrified of the fact. Of course it uses Focus Punch. I'm going to decrease its attack though. Shouldn't do a lot anyway. I'm part flying type. E-Rage. I want to see how much 40 HP is. Well, that's not that bad actually. Let's get to about yellow. Do a good switch. I don't think it has Pursuit. So we can switch to... Save yourself. Oh, I think I know why you used Focus Punch. It was because I had Karuga out and it probably saw the kill if it would have used it. And you used Focus Punch on Xavier Sound. And I missed the Stun Spore. Thanks, game. That's great. Brina, just take this thing out. Facade. Oh wait, yeah, it's slacking. I'm thinking it's something weaker. That's why I'm like, oh, come on, Brina. Like, you should have been able to take it out in one shot. Okay. No, I should just keep using Quick Attack, I think. There we go. We're gonna make it break its focus. I have an idea. Okay, because it's not going to be able to use Focus Punch again, we'll switch to Karuga. I have a new plan. Rock Smash, because it's going to try and use Focus Punch. And Rock Smash, I think, has 100% accuracy, which means it can't miss. And Rock Smash also has a chance of decreasing physical defense, which it goes through, yes! Which means that now, Rock Smash does more damage now because of that defense drop. And we cut it again. Let's go. And we win. Karuga did it. Good job, Karuga. I can't believe it, Drathis. I lost to Drathis? But rules are rules. Here, take this. 3,100 Poké Dollars. Yeah! We received the Balance Badge from Dad. That badge, the defense of all your Pokemon will increase. Pokemon that know the HM Surf will be able to travel over water. This is my gift to you, Drathis. I'm sure you can use it correctly. Isn't this in... No, this isn't Endeavor, this is Facade. Yeah, it doubles the power of moves if the Pokemon is poisoned, paralyzed, or burnt. It might be able to turn a bad situation into an advantage. As the gym leader, I can't express how upset I am. But as a father, it makes me both happy and a little sad. It's odd. Oh yes. While his parents came calling earlier, they said that they had something they wanted to give you, Drathis. Okay. Who do I want to give Facade to? For Swallow, it made sense because with Guts, that's like the Guts boost plus Endeavor being a normal move at the same time. Stab, Guts boost, and it has its own boost because you have a status condition. It's like, oh, perfect. let's see. Who else would benefit from Facade? How strong is Facade, actually? Isn't it 70 or is it 80? 70. I mean, maybe. But Dalico's almost never gets, like, inflicted with a status condition, so I don't see that being a good thing. Hi there, Drathis. Our Wally's become very healthy since he went to Verdandurf Town. We owe it all to you. When Wally left town, you helped him catch a Pokemon, right? I think that made Wally really happy. Actually, not just Wally, it made me, his father, happy too. Happy that he's got such a great friend as you. Sure. This isn't a bribe or anything, but I'd really like you to have this. Okay, what is it? If your Pokemon can surf, you'll be able to go to all sorts of places. I can now surf. And that will give Dalicos a huge power upgrade. Like, watch the damage go from 40, 100 to 95 and 100. That's a big power boost right there. And who can learn Thief? Brina and Elsbeth? Eh. Rock Tomb might be a very interesting move too. Give Rock Tomb to Karuga. Does Karuga even know a decent move to replace it with? Honestly, just keep everything the way it is. Except for Headbutt, I'll replace with Double Edge when that comes around. Earthquake, maybe I actually give it something else better than that. Well, not better than that, but like have a Stab. Might be a little bit better. And plus, Rock actually has its advantages too. And I'm going to switch to Dalicos as the star. Actually, no, we'll switch to Elsbeth. Because water trainers, right? Water trainers. Down. The blue sky, the vast sea. It's so peaceful. It sure is. And then watch these people have like level 38 Pokemon or something like that. That'd be freaking funny. 27. Elsbeth can be on her warpath again. It's fine. Calm mind. Oh no! You're using a special move on my special defense increased Elsbeth. Anyway, Thunderbolt. Bye-bye. Oh, that's while I was lounging. Come up with all the excuses you want. Nobody's gonna believe you. Anyway. Oh, I lost because I wasn't paying attention. That's what everybody says. My body feels lighter in the water. It's as if I've gotten slimmer. I thought it said swimmer. I'm like, I've gotten a swimmer. What? What do you mean you've gotten a swimmer? Like, what does that mean? I've got a swimmer. No, that's not what it said. I read it too fast. And I think I just looked at it, like, I knew her trainer class, and so I confused the two together. Anyway, Thunderbolt, let's see how far this goes. Please take it out of one shot, that'd be awesome. Yeah! We did it! Whalmer is down in one shot. Elsbeth's on her warpath. She is not taking any prisoners. She is not taking prisoners. She is being as ruthless as possible. She is just going to dominate the field. There's supposed to be a mystical rock around here. Do you know anything about it? Nope. I definitely don't know that a Reggie lives there. Don't know what you're talking about. Sand shrew. Alright. Alright, come on. I know it's not a good idea to come mine a second time, but there's not much I can do when it digs a hole. Alright, Xilestar, did you know that I am faster? I was actually hoping that I was actually telling the truth, though, that I'm faster. It would have been very interesting if I was actually slower than a Xilestar. Did you know I'm faster? Xilestar hits first. Uh-oh. I was thinking too much about that rock. All my Pokemon remained weak. The one that's here, isn't it Reggie Ice? So he was gonna have a rough time even if he found the rock. Oh, Reggie Ice would have had a field day with him. Reggie Ice would be like, oh, you brought ground types to an ice area. I think ice is super effective against ground. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, I don't really need Uncle Mortar to stay close to the team. I mostly just want to make sure that this Karuga is now a Larion, or Lairon, or whatever. I don't really care. Yeah. Phew, I was worried that a kid was drowning when I saw you. I swam right in front of you. You seem to be okay, so what do you say to a battle? I turned the corner and you were there, and you think I was drowning? Can you imagine just like some guy like just randomly like swimming in front of you and you're like, oh my god, are you drowning? No, just out here swimming. Oh, I thought you were drowning. Anyway, do you want to fight? I know in the Pokemon world it's like Pokemon battle, yeah, but like, can you imagine that kind of instance though? Like somebody just says, oh my god, I thought you were drowning. He's like, I'm just swimming. It's like, oh, do you want to fight? What the? Glub glub. Sure. It's like somebody. You could also think of it as like somebody who who prevented themselves from tripping, and then a person just randomly walks up to them and goes, "Oh my god, are you okay?" It's like, what? Like I'm confused. It's like, "Oh my god, I saw you trip," and I'm like, and you'd be like, "But I didn't trip. I stopped myself from tripping." And then they go, oh my god, anyway, do you want to fight? It's like, what? Or something else. Sea is my backyard, and I'm not going to take it easy because you're a kid. Sea is your backyard? Does that mean that you live in the sea, Nicole? Oh my word, that's incredible. Anyway, come on. Yeah, I'm done picking on the guy right now. I'm done picking on him for that. This is just so weird to say out loud, though. I mean, I get it. He's probably one of those rotating trainers, so he probably isn't like supposed to like randomly like look at you and go, "I thought you were drowning." But it just looked kind of weird though because I turned very quick. Did you take it easy on me by any chance? No. I used my normal setup and I thunderbolted. Although I am gonna probably go heal up my power points though, really quick. And a Dewford. And I'll head back to the route and then we'll take on some more swimmers. I think there's only one though. But you never know, there might be more. I definitely know there's probably a lot of them over from here to Slateport though. What? Oh, this thing's level 34, that's why. Thank you. I just wanted to bubble beam me. Can you please stop? Oh no, a trainer, ha ha ha, I'm a lousy runner, but in the water you can't catch me. That's what you think, buddy. Elspeth's gonna be on her warpath again, and you're not gonna survive. Goodbye. Next. Cool. Elspeth's on her warpath. Gotta come up with like a jingle that makes sense though for Elspeth to be on her warpath. I give up. Of course you do. Of course you gave up. Found a protein. Nice. Can't wait to not use it. Now if that was like a tomato berry, we'd be in a whole different story. I'll go one more heal. Mainly because I don't like using potions. If I can help it. Like, I mean, like, I could probably continue with what I have, but, like, you know, just for Elspeth to be fully healed and all that stuff, I would prefer just to go to the Pokemon Center. It's kind of why I like Gen 5. Gen 5 has, like, a wandering nurse. Want to battle me? Sure, I'll go with you. What a weird way to phrase that. I think it's Gen 5 that started it. That they have like random nurses that are like almost in like every route kind of thing. And the idea is that like because they're in every route though, you don't need to go to the Pokemon Center every time you need to kind of thing. And I remember that I think it was when I was playing White, I think for the first time. I took advantage of this by actually doing some XP grinding near one of the nurses very early on. I think in White I did a lot of XP grinding, and I think in Black I never did. White I was actually doing my normal Pokemon route, and I think Black I was doing the, hey, you're high level, I'm gonna catch you and use you kind of thing. And then that was it. Then I only used that Pokemon in battle when I needed it to, but I was only using, I think it was my starter. a sock I caught pretty early on because I liked the Pokemon a lot. And it was really good because I think it carried me a lot throughout the game. And there was like another one I think I used too. And then obviously Reshiram. As soon as I got that, I was like, really happy. I wasn't good enough for you. Well, wait, is this a wild or is this a trainer battle? I looked away for a second and I didn't realize. Ooh, Iron Tail? Okay. Double the power, but losing 20 accuracy, not worth, no. If it was Iron Head, different story. Yawn, I must have drifted off to sleep while I was drifting in the waves. Uh-oh, do you know where your home is? Probably lost out to sea. Alright, Psychic, and you're down. I don't know what keeps making that clicking noise. I think it's my monitors. I think like my monitor stand is just not very stable, so it makes that weird click. I don't know what it is. Could also be though. I think it's it is my monitors. It was battle Pokemon, me and my sister. I always lose, but we can beat you 2-on-2. Yeah, so my monitors, I have, I put them on like a stand that has both of them connected kind of thing instead of having them having their own stands. Funny story about it. The stand I got, I think it has its own screws, I think. And kind of funny is that like when I tried to screw in the monitor into the stand, out of the 4 screws for each stand, one of them refuses to go in any deeper. So it's like it's half hanging out kind of thing, and it's like, why? Why are you doing that? And it's not like it's the screw. It's probably like something that's in there that's preventing it from going in. Take out the Goldeen. You take out the tentacle. Alrighty then. Yay! Tentacle is down now. Cool. Should probably not have Karuga all the way at the front. Maui, you're at a higher level than us. Of course I am, kid! I have 5 gym badges for a reason. The thing I don't understand a lot about like how the Pokemon universe kind of works though is like, how does that kid have a level 20 something on Pokemon and yet doesn't have a gym badge and is not actually on a surf Pokemon and he's actually like swimming, but yet our character doesn't even swim at all. He has to go on a they have to go on a Pokemon in order to do surfing. Meanwhile, those trainers are actually swimming. Why is it so different for when we have to do it, but yet they can just swim? And if you're telling me that a 10-year-old can't swim, I hate to break it to you, but I was swimming when I was a kid, so. See, it's like my backyard, let's battle. Yeah, because I think I was... Yeah, because the most time that I was... Like, the most time in my life that I was actually swimming, like, almost every day because we had a pool was, like, when I was 6. I was swimming! And I think the pool was, like, I think, like, double my height, I think, back then. So you could say, like, I was swimming in the deep end, if you want. But again, like, I was swimming since I was 6, and you're telling me that this 10-year-old doesn't know how to swim? Now, if he has the what is it, the fear of the water, that I can understand. Last on my home field, I'm in shock. Okay. But like that I can understand, but then he wouldn't even be able to go on a Pokemon on the water if that was the case. Because fear of the water isn't just like, oh, you have the fear of swimming. No, you have the fear of being anywhere close to the water. Do you know a little town called Dewford? Yeah, I just came from there. But like, if that was the case, though, like if he has a fear of swimming, is that actually a fear? Is that a phobia? Oops. Phobia for swimming. For swimming pools. Oh, okay. So our character has what's called aquaphobia, which is a phobia that is characterized by the intense and irrational fear of water, which can manifest as a fear of swimming, being near water, or even the thought of being in the water. But all it is just a mild hesitation and severe panic attacks. Not a lot to say, like, oh yeah, the character can't swim. Because I'm trying to remember every Pokemon game. I think all of them you've had to be on a Pokemon. My liar of a boyfriend told me that I look great in a bikini. Okay. I'm confused. You're in a bikini and he says you look good in it. Is that the problem? Or is he or is it like, or is he like the big mancha guy that says like every girl looks good in a bikini or something like that? That would be kind of interesting if he says that to all the ladies. It's like, maybe he just likes a woman in a bikini. Who knows? Okay, let's find out what is actually wrong with this statement, because I'm confused. Good job, Elsbeth. Oh, boo. What? Even if it's a lie, I love being told I look great. Big girls are so complex. That doesn't make any sense. I like being complimented, but I hate, but even though it's a lie from my boyfriend. What? I am sure that is... But would that be a lie, though? Like, has he told her specifically, though? Like, he doesn't like it when she's in a bikini? My dream is to swim the world's 7 seas. Like, has he told her before, like, oh, you don't look good in a bikini, but then, like, he lies the one moment? You know, like, maybe he thought that the bikini you had on before doesn't suit you. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know women's bikinis. I don't know, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, maybe the color doesn't match your eyes. I don't know. Thunderbolt. Hey! There you go. Come on. There you go. Elspeth's back on her warpath. Just dominating everything, you know? She just keeps on dominating everything onto the battlefield. Aw, you won't be able to swim the 7 seas like this by losing to an Elspeth. Sorry, buddy. Elspeth's just too strong for you. Do I need a... Nah, I don't need a potion. Hello. I love the sea. I forget all my worries when I swim. That's typically why a lot of people do things like that. They like to forget about their troubles of the world. I mean, that's usually why sometimes I play video games. I just want to forget about, you know, the bad thing that happened that day. And no, it's not the reason why I record. It's just like sometimes though you have that one day where you're like, oh, I don't want to do anything, and then you're just like, and you just want to sit down and just like, you know, de-stress. I almost said detox, but that's not exactly the right word. But you know, de-stress. You know, just calm down. Do something that makes you happy, kind of thing. Usually that is. Well, usually for me, it's usually just playing like Oblivion or something like that. Or playing a new game. And then it's funny, because one of my friends will actually go and play like a Dark Souls-like game kind of thing, and then he'll say that he likes... Like, he says that he hates the games because they're so difficult, but yet he plays like a lot of them. And yet they're like his favorite games of all time, because like any time that he is angry, he likes to redirect his anger somewhere else. So if he's angry at a person, he'd rather be angry at a character in a video game, if that makes sense. When I lose a battle, I get all stressed out. So like if he's angry at, like, let's say his brother or whatever, he would much rather not like do anything towards his brother. He'd rather take that anger out on a video game character. So he'd much rather face a boss in Elden Ring or whatever. Ahoy there, are you going out to the abandoned ship too? No, I just passed it. I just swam right past it, buddy. But that's the thing, though, that, like, I personally do as well. Like, sometimes when I, you know, just want to chill out or something like that, I don't play Pokemon nearly as much as I would probably think that I should. Because Pokemon just doesn't really do that all that often. I think usually what I do is I go on Minecraft. Just take my mind elsewhere, kind of thing. So what I mean by that is that, like, instead of stressing out about something... I'm thinking Glub Glub. Okay. Like, if I'm stressing about something, what I'll do is, like, I'll play a game that, like, it makes me stress about something else that's not as stressful. If that makes sense. So, the last time this happened, I just ended up just working on my Oblivion mod. This dude's going to catch himself a big one. And that's what I did. Like, when I ended up going through, I know this isn't why, like, I did so much progress in, like, June. It was just because, like, I just wanted to get, like, a decent, huge chunk of the thing done. And, the idea was, like, I wanted to make sure that, like, a lot of the stuff was working perfectly. And usually, when I'm trying to take my mind off of something, if I focus solely on doing something else, like, for Minecraft, it's mostly just designing or building a room or whatever. Or for Oblivion is usually just the script to find out what the issue with that script is, or what I'm running into a problem with, kind of thing, and try and solve the solution. Or to try and solve it, kind of thing. Like, that's where my brain likes to focus on something. And then usually I find the solution to whatever I had an issue with before. Usually what happens. It's the most equivalent thing is, like, when you're searching for something, you're not going to find it, but when you stop searching for it, you're going to find it. That's pretty much the equivalent of what I'm trying to say is. It's like, when I'm not stressing over it, I find the solution to why I was being stressed in the first place. Like, that's all I gotta say to that. Like, that's... Dude just lost one. Sure. But, like, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. Am I handling stress in, like, a healthy manner? Maybe. Maybe by, like, maybe not by everybody else's standards, but by my standards, it's fine. It's worked out for me for years. This is a mood breaker. I wish you wouldn't disturb our precious time together. Sorry, I didn't know you were on a date. How did you even get here? Ellen Paul. That doesn't answer my question. That makes me even more confused now. Uh-oh. You guys just confused me even more. How did you get here? You guys don't even have a Pokemon that can use Surf. How did you get here? Oh, come on. That's not fun at all. Fine. Strength. Strength to Beautifly. Show the Beautifly our strength, Dalikos. Uh-oh, Spat's on her warpath. Cool. I give up. Great. Don't tell anyone that we're here, where this is just our private world of two. Making it sound like this is a much bigger island where you both can have, like, your own, like, space kind of thing. You're properly protected against the sun. I mean, in the real world, yes, I'm in an office area, but... or in a tiny office area, but for you... but for in the game, maybe? I don't know. Is there a sunscreen in Pokemon? I mean, I'm sure there is. That wouldn't surprise me, actually, if there actually was sunscreen in the games. Anyway, Psychic. Bye-bye, Goldeen. Did you only have one Pokemon? No, you had 3. Oh, good. We're no longer in confusion. Nice. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I think I should just go to Slateport, heal, then come back and see if there's anybody else to fight. Technically, one thing I can do is that we can go through a cycling road, or the bicycle pathway, and see if there's anybody there. Or fight all the trainers that are there. That should give me a decent amount of experience, and that might even evolve a Karuga, but... eh. Hi. I can't swim without my inner tube, but I won't lose a Pokemon. Probably need an inner tube for that, too. Probably need an air balloon. For a Meryl? Of course I need an air balloon. Although a Meryl will be able to take this Thunderbolt better. By better, I mean like it's gonna get taken down. Ooh, did I lose because I have an inner tube? No, that's not the reason. Heavy trainer, will you battle with me? Sure. Also, Karuga's about to evolve. So that's good. On the level. Both of them have a Meryl. That's great. No! I didn't want to use Shadow Ball. I wanted to use Thunderbolt. It's gonna survive. Thunderbolt. Oh, you're strong. I am strong. Probably the strongest trainer in the region. Little kids can dart around so quickly. You don't take your eyes off them for an instant. It's very taxing. Mine's with my Pokemon, so they should be okay, but... what are you talking about? Oh, is that what the Meryls are? Are they your Pokemon? Alright, look at my chiseled abs. This is what you call cut. What? You've cut your abs? What do you mean, chiseled? I don't think I've ever heard of anybody call their abs cut. Thunderbolt. Bye-bye. Yeah, I flubbed out. Anything over here? Maybe it's Emerald. I think Emerald has like a little side path you can pick up. I might be wrong. It might not even be there. Nope. I think that's all the trainers. So let's head back to Mauville. Could also do the Trick House. Trick House could give us at least some experience. Not a lot, but it'll give us at least some. So at least we're making 2 of the Pokemon being available for use. Now have Wynut, which can now be used, and we also have Cloth, which can now be used. And technically, if I want to go back to Rusboro, which will probably just wait until I get the 6th gym badge, pretty much, I will go and get Lily Although Lileep is the one Pokemon that I think that, like, our team... It's weird, though, because I think, like, Lileep would be perfect for the team. Except for one of its types overlaps with another member, but... Besides that, Rock Grass can be very helpful. Especially in this game. Although, it kind of hurts in it hurts around Gym 8. Where... For Gym 8... It's not going to help us out all that often. A good rod is really good. Wouldn't you agree? Yes. Indigo Mines, here, take this good rod. Yay! Wherever there's water, try your luck at fishing. Well, you're Drathis, hi, do you remember us from last time? Can you show us how much stronger you become? Okay, cue interview. Wookie. Loud. Ooh, 27. That's a huge difference. My Psychic and Machop. That Magnemite's not surviving. I thought Uproar hits both Pokemon. I thought it's always hit both Pokemon on the opposing side. Guess not. That was an intense battle. Did you get all that on camera? Wow, you are something. You've gotten a lot stronger. A lot since we last battled. We were right about you when we spotted you as a hot trainer. So anyway, what do you think? Are you willing to give us an interview this time? Nope. Oh. Okay, but don't give up. We'll be keeping an eye out for you. Oh no, not a fisherman. I'm a fisherman, but also a trainer. I'm also the Pokemon. I'm using the Pokemon I caught. I thought he says, I'm also the Pokemon I caught. I was like, what? Ooh. What? That's such a weird phobia. I just seen something that's like, what's the #1 rarest phobia? It's like such a weird phobia to have. Don't get me wrong, I understand the phobia, but like, it seems so odd for somebody to have. It is Arachibutyrphobia. I have no idea how to say it without actually just pronouncing it slowly. It is the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. Not the fear of peanut butter, just the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. It's so specific that it has to be peanut butter. Can't just be something like something else that sticks to the roof of your mouth. Nope, peanut butter. Thought I was doing okay in my training. That's such a weird thing, though. Hi, you're that trainer I met in Dewford. Nope. Oh, okay, you're Drathis. I'll remember it. Drathis. In this vast world, there are many kinds of Pokemon. They come in many types. Do you raise different types, or do you raise only Pokemon of a certain type? What do you think as a trainer? Sorry, it's not my place to ask, is it? Well, anyway, I hope to see you again. Honestly, I think it should be a mix, half and half. Stick to one type that you prefer. So, like, if you prefer dragon types, make sure that you always have a dragon type. And then through that dragon type, play around that typing. So like Dragon Flying, Dragon Ice, Dragon Rock, Dragon. I don't know. Purple one that fly elegantly in the sky. They're the best. Sure. But like that's what I mean though. Like try and stay towards that type that you prefer. If I had to pick one, based off of just like the type name, or based off of like what they're mostly based off of kind of thing, honestly, dragon types. I've always had a fascination with dragons as a kid, so I've always been liking dragons. That's why Salamence was, I think, my favorite Pokemon for Gen 3, I think. Or I crashed. I don't think I ever got Rayquaza in Gen 3, because I don't think I realized where to get it. Oh, hi. I say that good times are filled with good aromas. Cool. Anyway. Alright. Psychic. Let's hope we get a Tomato Berry. I think we can get it from this route, but it has to be through Mount Pyre. I might be wrong about that. Bye, Breloom. Oh, I smell the bitter scent of misery. That's not very nice. A lot? Yep. Go berry picking. I think this is Pomeg? Rappa? I was wrong. This is Pomeg. That makes a little sense. Okay, we'll talk to the Berry Master, then that's it. I'll be here for now. There you go. Call me the Berry Master. I dream of filling the world with beautiful flowers, so I raise berries and hand them out to everyone. You're deserving one. I'm a Ghost Berry. Why be stingy? Take another. A Numel Berry. It's like Nummel. Did I visit the pretty petal shop near there? Let flowers fill the world. Aww. Alright, well that's going to be it for now. Next time, we will continue onward with our adventure. So, yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Sapphire.